Buffalo, the hub of an area in which live nearly 1 million people. Like most of our cities, Buffalo has a serious traffic problem. Traffic jams, all too familiar to the people of metropolitan Buffalo, is as outmoded as the horse and buggy. In the Buffalo urban area, new public works are progressing rapidly. The engineering plans include a new arterial system. This is typical of the series of highway improvements underway and planned for the Buffalo area. Highway improvements that promise countless benefits in time, in money, and in convenience to the citizens of the Niagara frontier. Our city is paving the way to a greater Buffalo of tomorrow.
There was a vision in the 1940s that came to fruition in the 1950s of connecting our city and region through an expressway system. And that expressway system, while touted as having great economic impact, we've learned now that that was a mistake, and cutting off our waterfront and destroying our park system did not do that. And we see that giving people access and mobility options through other ways is going to build quality of life.
The reason that everyone, person, business, group, friends, neighborhood, needs to stand up with GObike, get behind GObike, be part of GObike, buy their bicycles from GObike. This is a voice in the community. GObike has changed the world. It's made Buffalo an easier place to get around.
As a kid, I had an opportunity to spend my time walking to school, biking to school. And this is an experience that I think shaped my life. The work that we do is really about creating that sense of community and giving people those opportunities to have those social connections with their family, with their friends, with their neighbors. This is what makes cities great and what builds communities. Some of our major accomplishments over the last decade have really been focusing on the foundational policy of how to make our city more bike-friendly. Through our Complete Streets projects and policy work, our educational programs and encouragement efforts throughout Western New York, getting more people on their bikes. All these things are leading to what we have today, 100 new miles of bicycle facilities in place, and a bicycle master plan laying out the groundwork here in the city of Buffalo for over 300 miles of new facilities throughout the entire city.
Recycle Bike is an essential program of GObike. I teach Recycle Bike at School 45, the International School. It's every day after school program. It runs 2 hours a day. It teaches kids how to repair their bikes and do bike maintenance, and each kid who builds a bike earns a bike, and then we learn bike safety and we go on bike rides throughout the city at the end of the year. Recycle Bike reaches kids that otherwise wouldn't be reached. It's young cyclists, future cyclists. This program means a lot to me, working with kids, giving them skills that they're going to have the rest of their lives. The vehicle here is just the bicycle, but it goes far beyond that.
The city's collaboration with GObike has really moved the bar on creating a connected city. We are connecting neighborhoods. We are making it easier for people to get from point A across town to point B. A complete street design is safe for anyone to use. So we are mixing all modes of traffic with this complete streets policy and complete streets design. So it's that important.
As a tactical transportation coordinator, we actually paint bump outs and crosswalks, and we refresh bike cons and sharrows throughout the city. The bike infrastructure that we put in is actually very low-key. It's just paint on the street in most cases. It has an immediate effect of slowing down traffic and people actually taking into account crosswalks that are nice and freshly painted. Visibility is advocacy. The more of us out there that there are, the safer we're all going to be.
The GObike Workshop is a community workshop where you can come to learn to work on your own bike. You can purchase a bike, you can purchase a project, parts. We're a community resource for cyclists. There's no skill level needed, there's no prereq, you don't have to know anything about bikes, you can just come here. Our doors are open to everyone. It's a good entry point to cycling in Buffalo. And I think that's really the best thing about this place.
There's a big need with access and mobility. There's a big disconnect between where people live and where the job opportunities are. Our goals are to engage businesses and build a really robust membership of employers and developments that are prioritizing support for commuters no matter how they choose to get around.
Independent Health became involved with GObike from the very beginning. GObike represented a really exciting opportunity to align with our mission of creating a culture of health in the community. As a cyclist, I get such a charge out of things like the Sky Ride every year, and seeing the number of people that can come out and have access to routes that they would never have been able to bike on without the efforts of GObike.
One of my favorite moments on a bicycle ever, the first Sky Ride, where we came up onto the Skyway.
This is fantastic. I want to do this over and over.
And you get up to the crest of it and you can see over the lake and into Hamburg, and you can see the Boston Hills in the distance, and you have this postcard view. It was beyond gorgeous. Blue sky, sunshine, light breeze. It was one of the most incredible sights I've ever seen in my life, and I pedaled up there to see it myself.
Slow Roll Buffalo has been a program of GObike since 2015. Slow Roll aligns perfectly with GObike because we're encouraging people to get on their bikes. We're doing it in many forms, whether in large community events, in a recreational sense, but also what is inspired from here, people to use their bikes as their primary vehicle, to use their bikes year-round, to spawn off other community group bike rides. These events and the advocacy all really work together. We create these safe spaces. The city creates the infrastructure. We work with them to do that. Together we're getting more people on bikes, and it's happening all around the city by the thousands, and we're proud to be a part of it.
Buffalo has an opportunity to be a model for the rest of this country and for the rest of the world. We are rethinking our legacy infrastructure, rethinking the space that we have on our streets, how to make it better access for people to ride their bikes, and investing in our transit system for long-term growth and viability. All these things make the city a great place to be and to live, and will attract others here. We hope that everyone supports that vision for a future of Buffalo.